Carl, thanks for coming out and chatting to us. David, up in the commentary position there, was just talking about the unfortunate incident of racism that happened earlier on, and that you were very much involved in talking to the fans, talking to Rob Hall as well. Can you tell us what happened from your perspective?
Obviously, I seen the game get stopped. I went over and spoke to the referee as he walked past, and he said there was a racial comment from the crowd. I've went and I spoke to Hall and sort of comforted him the best I could, and just say, look, I apologise on behalf of the club and obviously the fans. I said it's not acceptable, and I'll sort of deal with it at half time. I think the club's dealt with it very well, as in got the lad ejected and sort of dealing with the police now. So I think we've dealt with the best we could, and just obviously thanks to Barnet for continuing with the game and keeping on the pitch.
How was Rob Hall?
Obviously he's not happy. He's a bit disappointed with what's happening, frustrated, angry. Do you know what I mean? All the things that you expect him to be, and it's just not acceptable. I went over and spoke at half time with the section of fans that it come from. They informed me that he had been ejected, obviously. So I then said, look, just please be careful. We don't sort of condone any racial abuse or anything like that. It's not on. It's not acceptable. And they said, no, it's fine. We've got him ejected. He's being dealt with. So I then went and spoke to Hall and just said, look, he's been ejected. I'm sorry, like on behalf of the club and obviously the fans. We've done everything we could to get him out, and we don't stand for that.
Did you go into their dressing room to tell him?
I pulled him in the tunnel as I walked past. I made sure I ran over and I put my arm around and spoke to him, and made sure he was sort of comforting him the best I could with the situation that happened. As
club captain, did you feel it was your responsibility to kind of take the lead on this?
Of course. Do you know what I mean? I've got the armband on. I feel like I'm sort of have that responsibility to deal with things like that the best I can, and like I said, I was sort of subject to that abuse earlier in the season at Grimsby, so obviously I know what it's like, and I know it's not great, and it can't happen in football. It shouldn't be happening anymore. Do you know what I mean? We're in 2022 now. It's not acceptable. You see everything that's going on social media and all that. It needs to stop.
I remember that now, actually, that you brought it up at Blundell Park, and I remember the game being stopped that day and the announcement being made over the tannoy as well. How important is it that football bands together here and does call out these incidences every single time?
It's massive. Do you know what I mean? It's whether if you're in the street, you're in the stadium, it doesn't matter where you are. It's not acceptable, and it needs to be stamped out at all costs. Do you know what I mean? I don't stand for it. The club doesn't stand for it. I'm sure no club stands for it at all. Do you know what I mean? It needs to stop. So I'm glad that the police are dealing with the matter now.
Good man. Appreciate your time talking about that. It kind of takes the gleam off of what was otherwise such a good night for us on the pitch. Brilliant performance, and heck of a way to return to form after 3 disappointing results.
Yeah, it's good to sort of return to winning ways in such a good fashion. Obviously as a defender, I'm disappointed not to get the clean sheet that we've sort of been missing the last few weeks, but do you know what I mean? We've scored 6 goals and 6 brilliant goals at that, and it's good to get a good 3 points on the board.
How is Eli Sam this evening? I imagine a very happy man in that changing room. He had to bide his time for a long time, hasn't he?
Brilliant. He's over the moon. Do you know what I mean? He's working so hard every day, all through the season. He's kept his head down. He's never let his standards drop. So I'm really happy for him to come on and score them 2 goals. It's brilliant.
And important as well, I guess, tonight, that those players that are so important in a lot of the goals, Ruben Rodriguez, Kyle Wootton, finding those goal-scoring boots again.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone chipping in. Do you know what I mean? It's important. Matty getting off the 0 goals tally, so it's good to see him getting one, and all the forward players are chipping in, and sort of will look like we're back in fine form now.
He does so much off the ball, away from the limelight. In a way, Matty Palmer. He seems to be at the defensive end. He's always in the right place. He's got an incredible ability to read the game. He's got 5 assists, I think, so far this season. But yeah, to get a goal this evening maybe just puts a little bit more of the spotlight on him. How important of a footballer is he at this football club?
I mean, I think if everyone sees it, everyone who's got a footballing brain can see what he does without him getting all the plaudits all the time. I mean, he's a brilliant footballer. He's got a great range of passing. He helps break up counter-attacks. Do you know what I mean? He's got everything in his arsenal to sort of be a player at a higher level, and obviously you can see why he's played in the Championship and stuff like that. So it's great to have him here, and he's doing really, really well. And like I say, I'm happy for him to get that goal tonight.
You mentioned assist there. Were you happy with your pass for Eli Sam for his second goal, a 50-yard sort of bullet?
Yeah, happy with that. I think it's the 5 assists as well this season, so
I'm happy with that
as well. Yeah, it's always good to sort of chip in when I can, and been a little while since I've scored, so hopefully I'll get that on Saturday.
4 goals, 5 assists. I will update my notebook on that one. Saturday you take a break from the league for the FA Trophy. But how important was it to get that win this evening, score those goals? It helps the goal difference out, and it could be tight come down the stretch, and lay down a bit of a marker that, you're a football club that are going to push all the way despite what the league might look like at a minute.
Of course, I tweeted out on Saturday, do you know what I mean? It's never over, there's lots of games to play, just keep the faith. Do you know what I mean? I think all the results have gone our way tonight. Bromley have been beat, Grimsby have drew, and I think Chesterfield and Stockport have drew, so we've gained points tonight and we've still got games in hand, so we're in a good position. We're coming under the radar a little bit, and if we can sort of string another 6 wins together like we had previously these 10 days, then we'll be right amongst it.